just click the button and it's on there.
It's already on. I haven't tried my clicker with the Facebook app yet.
I like that.
Okay. June 7th, hard to believe. Here we go. Oh man. Let me make sure that is the sound's actually, it's right here. Never mind. Let's see.
You're a mess.
Sorry, Facebook Live. You guys
You guys deserve better.
deserve better than this. You'll get it soon.
It's a promise. It's a Blake Shawn promise.
That's a BS promise.
Yeah.
Could you turn on the volume up there, Massey? Sorry to make you. It's up on the speakers up there. That one, we gotta turn them on.
Up there?
Yeah. Yeah. Safety is not our number one concern here. Having volume is. Yeah. Let me see.
So James Shaw's been reading this book, The Experience, and he calls me and he goes, hey, guess what? You got to read this book. And then he emails me what he's getting out of it. And it's fun to see how much people glean from a book, how much I glean from a book, right? And do they match? Well, here's something that we both agree upon. It's called follow-up. What does follow-up do? Well, it demonstrates sincerity, and it shows integrity, and it demonstrates credibility. Are you following up on all those for sale by owners that you call on? Are you following up on all the expires? Oh, by the way, when you call expires, go back about 3 or 4 months. They may be ready now that it's summertime, right? Maybe they didn't sell over the holidays, and they took their home off the market, and now they want to get it back on the market. Well, follow up, follow up, follow up. Demonstrate sincerity because you really care about these people. You really want to help them achieve their goal. It's not about taking a listing. It's about helping them achieve their goal. And then showing integrity. You got to truly care. Don't just have lip service. Truly care. And then demonstrate credibility. You can count on me. I'm not letting go of this. I'm going to help you through thick and thin. I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to call you all the time. That means you're going to follow up on the listings that you take. Every week, you call them. See, when you call them when their home isn't selling and you call them every week to update them, well, guess what? They blame the market. When you don't call them, they blame you. And people say, Diana, what do I say when I call them? And they haven't had a showing. Well, they already know they haven't had a showing. Find out from the other agents what's going on. Maybe a house down the street is showing and it happens to be $5,000 or $10,000 less. Well, that tells them a lot. They're priced too high, right? And it'll help you get a price reduction. Talk to the agents. Become their friends. Who has listings around yours? What's happening with their listings? Report what's happening in the marketplace. 10,212 came on the market and only 1,200 went off. I don't know. You find out your numbers and report. Demonstrate sincerity, show integrity, and demonstrate credibility. Follow up, follow up, follow up. After all, do you want to be known for these 3 things? I do. Do you?
Thanks, Diana. Good stuff.
Great stuff.
Absolutely great. All right. So obviously the 3 things they were talking about there, or Diana was talking about, was she specifically focused on FSBOs. I think it's because we're kind of turning into a little bit of a FSBO market.
Yeah.
You noticing that? Like over the last couple of years, as the market's been appreciating and going up, and technology continues to improve, a lot of sellers believe that they can do it themselves. They have that I can do it mentality. I'm better than whatever agent I'm going to hire, which as an agent, you know, or in the industry, you kind of get offended like, oh, these people think they can do better than me. What have we done to show them that we can do it better than they can? And if we haven't shown that particular person yet, what can we do now that it's on the market to show them that we can do it better? And not only show them in the sense that you're talking to them, you're getting them to repeat everything that they're not necessarily able to do that you are. A good question that you can ask your FISBOs if you're talking to them is get into their job, their work life, their profession. Ask them about it, figure out what they do, and then say, do you think anyone can do your job better than you do your job? Whether it be in the medical industry or whatever. And then you let them know about how passionate you are about what you do. My job and my passion is helping people buy and sell homes. In fact, I've been showing, name the number of buyers, X number of buyers in this particular neighborhood, in this particular price range. Is it a possibility of me being able to bring one of them by at some point? Are you open to a buyer's side commission? That's conversation number one. You don't have to go in for the listing right away, guys. Provide value first. Let them know that you care about them first before you're trying to steal the listing away from them. That FISBO packet is great stuff. But essentially giving them all the tools that you personally can to have them succeed on their own, but always have it be open, and a great, easy leeway into a conversation with them is asking them, hey, I work with a lot of buyers in this neighborhood. Is there any way that I could bring one of them by? Are you open to giving a commission on the buyer side? Wait for them to respond. Just shut up. As soon as you're done asking that, shut up. Let them talk. I think, and I'm guilty of this too, both as a realtor and a leader, sometimes I just want to keep talking because I want to feel the air. I want to fill the gaps. I don't like silence. I don't like awkwardness. But we have to let these buyers and these sellers speak. And by getting them to speak, it gives us the opportunity to listen. And buyers and sellers are hungry for that because they think we're just a lot of talk. And listening can be more effective and more powerful as an agent than the sales pitch that you're giving. It's a huge, huge lesson to learn in this business. People want to be heard. Customer service is not only what you're saying, it's what you're asking, and then how you're listening to them and how you respond to whatever answer they're giving you, either to ask another question or provide a prescription, a remedy to whatever question that they just answered for you, and hopefully, ideally, just keep asking questions, dig deeper, dig deeper, dig deeper. Provide value at no cost. It all goes back to that. We talked about FISBOs, but the whole thing was about follow-up. And follow-up, for me, can be difficult. I was very good at generating new business, but the follow-up part I struggled on. For some reason, it was one of those things where it was the last item on my to-do list for the day. I wanted to do everything else on my to-do list except for follow-up with people. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's just me or if it's everyone in general. But so much is in the follow-up. A lot of the business is in the follow-up. I would say 70+% in the follow-up. Probably even more than that, probably closer to 90%. But when you follow up, like Diana said, you're demonstrating sincerity. You're letting them know that, number one, you know who they are, you respect who they are, and you care for them enough to follow up and see how they're doing. How are things going? It shows integrity. These are all big words, guys. Sincerity, integrity, credibility. That's what happens when you follow up with people. And maybe if you're having a hard time with doing some follow-up, or even today you got to make some calls on some follow-up leads or people you haven't talked to in a while, maybe you remind yourself before that phone call, before that text message, before that email, whatever, that by me following up, I'm not being a salesman. I am not selling them anything at all right now. All I'm doing is trying to demonstrate my sincerity, show my integrity, and demonstrate my credibility. We talked about how mindset is almost everything. It's not almost everything, it is everything. And if we take the right approach into our follow-up, I believe we're going to be highly effective in our phone calls, in our conversations, whatever it is. But reminding ourselves, hey, your brain's telling you, I don't want to make this follow-up call. I don't want to do it. I'm scared. Remind yourself, I'm doing this because, number one, I'm passionate about what I do. I love my job and I love people. By following up, I'm demonstrating my sincerity, I'm showing my integrity, and I'm demonstrating credibility. And having that mindset, if you have to do that after each one of your calls, before you do your next one, do it. Train your mind, guys. It's a one day, one step, one call, one message at a time type thing. and we're shaping our mindset for the rest of our career in this business. And it never stops, guys. I don't care how long you've been in the business. It never stops. Massey, anything good you got out of that? I would play the inspirational video that we did yesterday, but I want to do it for the team video. It was a good one.
I think it goes back, kind of funny how she brings up, be considerate of for your clients and have compassion, because you and I talked about compassion and vulnerability.
Yes.
Those are the two most important traits. Not just in business, but when it comes to leadership, you got to be compassionate. You got to be vulnerable for your team, for
Yes.
the people you work for your clients.
We are leaders for our clients, guys, just so
Yeah.
you don't know.
Yeah.
If you guys don't think of it like that, you got to start viewing yourself as a leader. You're a leader of your business, but you're a leader over your clients' welfare, which is absolutely huge. It's huge, guys. Sorry, Massey, for interrupting.
No, all
Go ahead.
good. And also try to differentiate between being emotional with your clients and being passionate. Never be emotional with your clients. And try to learn to where the vulnerability and the compassion doesn't show weakness or lack of confidence. And it frustrates me because, you and I are two people who just live every single day with incredible passion.
Right.
There's a lot of people in this business who just, I could never understand, even if I'm not in real estate, not being able to wake up every single day with a huge amount of passion for what I'm going to do and
Right.
go out and achieve. Your clients need to know that. Your clients need to
Yes.
feel the passion. Your clients need to know that you truly care about them, that you're not trying to find them a house, you're trying to find them a home.
Correct.
It's the home, it's their life, it's where, their kids' memories are going to be made. It's
Yes.
it's a home, it's not a house.
That's right.
Yeah.
You said some really good things there, Mike. Really good things. One of the main things, and I think as realtors we need to remind ourselves of this daily, is there's a difference between passion and emotion. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of emotion that goes into a passion,
Yeah.
but what I see a lot of time is emotion overrunning the passion instead of passion overrunning the emotion. And what I mean by that is someone makes a bad phone call or has a conversation with a client and it strikes them so negatively or hits them from such an angle that it makes them more emotional than them being able to use that as an opportunity to demonstrate their passion instead of getting down there with them and being like, I hear what you're saying. I can resonate with that. I'm sorry for that you're feeling that way. This is what we're going to do. After you're done saying that, how does that sound to you? Really engage with them, guys. Anytime a client's giving you an emotion, whether it's one way or another, engage in it. Meet them at their level and have a conversation with them. Make sure you're number one prescribing or finding out the issue, find out the problem so that you can prescribe the solution. And then let them know that they matter and that you care, and that they're being heard. And they will continue to be heard as long as you're working with me, and through this transaction, you will be heard. Huge things. All right, so let's go into the bold laws or affirmations, whatever one you guys want. I think we have some over there.
After you, sir.
Okay. Over there, we do have the 4 conversations, our 1 through 5, 411, and our perfect schedule. We have our team meeting today at 1 o'clock here in the Paso Robles office. More than welcome to come on down. KW fam, come get the market snapshot for the month of May. Just have fellowship with one another. I'm excited to see you all. If I haven't seen you yet, I invite you to come, shake my hand, schedule a time where we're able to sit down and I can get to know you a little bit better, figure out why you do what you do, how you do what you do, and how we can just improve and make you better. I know you're already great, but all of us can get better each and every day. Bold law. What you focus on expands. What you focus on expands. If you're focusing on the problem every day, or like a video I watched yesterday, if you're focusing on the obligation instead of the opportunity, you've already lost. You've already lost. I'm going to say that one more time. If you wake up or you're in the middle of your day and you notice that you're having a very negative attitude about whatever's going on, you are focusing more on the obligation than the opportunity. Every decision we make, you can treat it as an obligation or an opportunity. The more you look at life through the lens of opportunity rather than obligation, your job is no longer a job. Your job is a passion. It's huge, guys. Mindset, it's everything. Hope that resonates with some of you guys this morning. And here's the line. When your willingness and effort is low, so more than just feeling negative or whatever, when your willingness and effort is low, you're thinking more of the obligation than of the opportunity. What a great mindset to engage in and just keep it top of mind at all times. Just me reading that right now, it does a lot for me. Didn't get very much sleep last night. Rough. I don't feel like necessarily having all the energy in the world, and I really don't. But this is an opportunity for the Lord to work through me. And that's just the way I look at life. I'm thankful for this life, and sometimes when we're in our weakest state is the opportunity for the biggest things to happen. It's what I've learned over the last few years. So that's the one I'm going to stay, just my one. What you focus on expands. Today's going to be a great day, guys. Going to have good stuff going on. And that's what I'm focusing on, and I want to expand that. Massey?
Success is simple, not easy. Also something you and I talked about yesterday.
Yes.
The business of real estate gives so many people who had nothing or didn't have really the best education or the best opportunity growing up in life to really make whatever life they want.
That's right.
It gives incredible opportunity. Just focus on what you can control, continually learn, because you look at some great leaders and great minds in this world, and you look at it and you're like, okay, that's pretty simple, but it's not easy to get through that.
Right.
Okay, you just need to shoot, as like a basketball player, Ray Allen, you only need to shoot 1,000 shots a day. Not easy though, but that's what he had to do to become one of the greatest shooters ever. He did it every single day.
Yeah.
You just follow the tools, you follow the basics, and you can be incredibly successful. It's why Ben Kinney was like an electrician or something until he was like 28 or 29. Yeah. And now he's has one of the largest real estate teams in the entire world just
he does.
like 10 years later, because he just followed the tools and the basics to build an incredible team.
And I would go even deeper than that. They follow their schedule.
Yeah.
You can't follow your schedule if you don't have one. Key. Huge. I'm still learning it to this day. I hope I never stop learning the value of a schedule, of not only creating one, but then following it. In real estate, it's one of the hardest tasks. We're all independent contractors. By law, or by the word, that's what we're called. So we don't have to report to work at any certain time. We don't have to make phone calls, follow up on emails by any certain time. But it is so important, guys, if you want to treat this as a business rather than a hobby, that you guys create a schedule for yourself and that you follow it to the best of your ability. Life will get in the way sometimes, but you follow that schedule to the best of your ability. If you fall on Tuesday and you're not able to do what you needed to do on Tuesday, make sure that on Wednesday, you're right back to your schedule. Don't let that one day that slipped away from you, don't turn that into a habit of making it a week or 2 weeks. And now it's 10 times as hard to get back on your schedule in 2 weeks on a Monday because you just went 2 weeks falling away from your schedule. So important. That's why having a schedule is step number 1, and step number 2 is going to be following it on a daily basis. Anything else that you can think of, Mike? Anything you want to talk about? Anyone else in the room want to talk about? I know I pick on Mike a lot, but he's my right-hand man, and he's going to do big things. So I just like to hear him talk. And he's got a great voice. You guys hear him, right?
Yeah.
There we go. See, look at that. If that'll make you smile, I don't know what will. All right. Well, that's all I got for right now. We will be back at 1 o'clock here in the KW office for our team meeting. Come check it out if you're unable to attend. Listen to us on Facebook Live. We will talk to you soon.